Now that my dollhouse is complete, I can finally start working on the Sibley Breaker. Let me tell you about it. This was called the Sibley Breaker because the Sibley was the name of the main shaft, and breaker refers to breaking coal, and that's what this building was designed for. This type of structure is called an overshaft colliery. It is located over an anthracite coal mine. This structure held the shaft and the cage hoist inside, and it was designed to break up large chunks of coal and sort them through different screens. This building is from Pennsylvania, and it's the second of 3 buildings that were built and destroyed by fires on this spot. And it was very common to see one of these buildings in coal mining towns. Over 500 children, women, and men were employed here, and the jobs include 15 men and 72 slate picker boys, 175 miners, 125 mine laborers, 62 mule drivers, 8 door boys, 3 pump men, and 76 company men, and they also had 43 mules or horses. I was using my scrap paper to draw out my blueprints, but what I was told is there would be the largest pulleys in the highest point of the building here. So I can imagine they're running cables with like little carts that coming up and down them, and maybe there's a chute that comes down here, but maybe there's multiple pulleys and they're bringing coal up into different sections so they can be sorted through these different sections throughout here. Just my guess. I do a lot of math for this project, and the other side of the paper is the other side of the Sibley Breaker, but it's not exact yet. I was still finishing this. I've had to draw and erase several times. You can see probably my different lines throughout, just trying to get the windows and the right sizes in, and I still have to draw this building out, and then I'll flip it over. I also have to guess what this section is too, because it's covered by another building. I might just mimic what's on the other side. Done many houses before in the past, and I've had to guesstimate the size and create them, like the Beetlejuice house where there's only 2 sides that are shown. So for this project, I guesstimated it was 120 feet tall by using the size of the windows, which I estimated to be 3 feet by 6 feet by the people standing by them, and also using the average height of people back in the day. So once I knew the height of my building, I then used a picture on my phone, and the size of the building on my phone picture was 3 inches. I divided that by the size of the building, 120 feet or 1440 inches, and got 480 inches. I use that number for specific things. So maybe on my phone measurement, I have an area that's 0.75 inches. I would times those numbers together, come up with this number, and then I'd convert it to feet by dividing to 12. And then I'd come up with my feet, so 30 feet. But then I need to divide this to my actual scale that I'm using, which is 1 inch equals 5 feet, and that is 1/60th scale. So then I come up with my number 6 inches. So I know that the area on my phone that measures 0.75 inches will convert to 6 inches in my drawing here, or 30 feet on the actual size of the building. This mathematical equation has worked well for me, but there's still some areas that just don't quite fit with the picture that I have to work on. I'm also building this with balsa wood. I've ordered my supplies, they're coming in the mail, and I'm gonna hopefully incorporate some square dowels into this, or I like to call these mini 4x4s. And a little Tami side note, as I've been doing the work and studying these pictures, I come to realize that these may not be the same picture of the same building here. And I can't confirm that or anything, but as I've been looking at it and measuring, they don't quite jive up. But that's okay, I can still use the one side as a reference guide as I'm going. Hey, thanks for stopping in and listening about my next project, the Sibley Breaker. I'm really excited about starting this. And there are so many other really cool buildings like this, and I can make a whole series out of these, but I think I'm just gonna commit to this one. And I originally was going to put a wooden giant inside of the building. I don't know if that's gonna work because of the different layers of this building. There's not really one specific space to make a door, but I'll still think about it as I go. So see you later, bye.